Hi everyone! Thanks for tuning in to Makeup by Amo. Today I'm going to show you a really simple and easy way to highlight and contour on a daily basis. So we're not going to be using cream contouring today. That's a little bit more extreme and a little bit more special event. It's just a very simple way of incorporating highlighting and contouring into your everyday routine. So the first step to learning how to contour is actually to get to know your own bone structure. So you're just going to use your fingers and you're going to feel your face. You can see that in the temples, it kind of pulls in a little bit. The cheekbones, it comes out a little bit. And really get to know your cheekbones. Really kind of feel around and see where that cheekbone sinks in, where you can feel that. Now typically I like to start off with my contour, then I go in with my highlight, and then I'll finally go in with my blush. But for today, I just wanted to show you the difference. I only have blush on right now, and I don't have any contour or highlight, so that you can really see the difference between just the blush and a little bit of resculpting. So I'm starting off with Makeup Designery Bronzer in Endless Summer, and I'm just going to take my same blush brush, and I like to actually squeeze it. So it kind of turns into a rectangle shape instead of a circle. So I'll take a little bit of it and I go right into where my cheekbone sinks in. So I'm just really lightly applying that, and the way that I think of it is that line that you're creating is going to go kind of as if you were going to go up and around your ear when you pull your hair back. Now in makeup school, the way that I learned this is that you're supposed to go towards this little part of your ear, but I find it easier for me, and particularly with my bone structure, just to make that line kind of going up towards around the ear. Now once you place that, you're also going to blend in circular motions and then blend that down a little bit. The next step is to take that same color and bring it just right into the temples here. So this is going to pull back that area of the face a little bit and give a little bit more dimension. And always be sure when you blend it out to blend it into the hairline. Sometimes I notice that when contour is done, it's done a little bit further out from the hairline, and then you see kind of a white ring around the hairline, so make sure that you blend that really well. Now that we have the cheekbones and the temples done, we also want to go all the way around the hairline. So I like to pull back my hair into the deep part of my specific hairline, and I apply a little bit in circular motions, and then just go back and forth, and then lightly in circular motions pull that down a little bit. And you can see that my face has a lot more dimension than it did before, and I haven't even done my nose yet. I'm actually going to resculpt my nose shape. Now I've noticed just within the past few years that this part of my nose right here just seems a little bit wider to me, so I like it to look a little bit more slim. And I use the MAC 287 SE brush, which is a really soft brush. You don't want anything that's too dense. You want it to be really light to the touch. And I'm just taking that on both sides. And I like to kind of start right here at the end of the brow, pulling that in. Now if you're really narrow here, you can go out a little bit further to kind of balance out your nose. And I'm just going to bring that down along the sides of the nose. And if you happen to have a wider nose kind of down here as opposed to right here, then you're going to want to keep this really slim. Now when you get to the end, just depending on your nose shape, you can either do an upside down triangle, and that's pretty common for a lot of nose shapes, is to do the upside down triangle. Otherwise, you can actually scoop it in a U shape. So now that I have this placed, I'm actually going to blend it out. So I like to blend into the eyeshadow look, kind of underneath the very beginning of the brow. And then you're going to pull it out just a tiny bit. Anywhere that you're a little bit wider, you don't want to pull out too far. Now this does look a little obvious with the nose contour. So what I always do, and I really suggest to do, is just take your powder brush or your powder puff and just kind of blend it in. Now that looks more natural. You can barely tell that I have the nose contour, but it does look a lot different than it did before. To finish off the look, I'm going to be enhancing my jawline just a little bit to help with any like double chin kind of issue, and to make it look a little bit more defined and shadowed, and kind of to play into the whole look. So I'm not going to go as far back as here as I normally would if I did a cream contour. I'm actually going to start kind of around this area here. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit right under there. Grabbing a little bit more here, I'm going to pull that down on this area right in here. Make sure to blend it out. And you're done with your contour. Now on to highlighting. Now I just wiped off my blush brush a little bit, and I'm going to go in with Too Faced Candlelight Glow highlighting powder. I'm going to take a little bit, and this is going to go on the top of your cheekbone. You're also going to smile and just add a tiny bit to the apple of your cheek. And this is going to look great in photos. It's going to look really great when you're out in the sunlight. And that really makes those cheekbones pop out a little bit more. Now I also take a little bit and I do that same squeezing, and I go right down the center of my nose. Don't do your entire nose because it can actually make you look oily and you'll just have a shiny nose, so just be sure to squeeze that brush and go right down the center. And you can see that highlight on my cheek now and on my nose. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about highlighting or contouring or products that you would like to use, please comment below and I'll be happy to help you guys out. Remember to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, stay beautiful inside and out. I love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye!